thing I'm doing, building I'm building a city in Minecraft, and I am going to stream it because why not? Anyway, I'm gonna kick off with it, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna give you the basic rundown of things. Pretty much. This is like I'm building it in a medieval Japanese style. There you go. That's a basic thing, that's the theme, that's the style right there. And a little thing I decided would be cool and make this like kind of semi-unique. It's probably been done before, but I haven't done it before, so, you know, new for me at least. But I'm basically gonna build this place like in phases, I guess, time periods, if you will. We're starting off here, like, I don't know, I guess this would be mid-1800s. That seems about right for the style I'm going with right now. So we're going with that, mid-1800s Japan right now. We're starting off as like a small little village and whatever. And I'm gonna, like, over the course of this, I'm gonna slowly expand this thing, change things, like do an overview video, I guess, between the phases. It's like, oh, here's phase 1, 1850s, I don't know, village. But then, like, phase 2, I might go back and upgrade some of these houses to fit with, like, I don't know, the new time period, whatever it is. Maybe like the late 1800s, nearing the World Wars and all that. So things would look different. The place might be a town now, instead it would be a lot bigger. Things would be different. This place wouldn't be a farming village anymore. It would be like, I don't know, probably not a fishing village. That's not really much of an upgrade. You know, a trade port, that kind of thing. Oh my god, what is this? Oh yeah, I noticed this actually. I don't know if this is just a console thing, but when you used to be able to just kind of, like with this, like you can hold down L2, left trigger, it places a whole line of them. And up until a few days ago I could do that with slabs, but now it just doesn't work. Little slab man just does not want to go down, so I've got to do it all separately like that. Very slow, inconvenience to me. Quite annoying, but yeah, gotta deal with that. Do I want that actually? Because that's kind of, I'm thinking maybe I should do this as a different, like maybe as a spruce for the walls. I don't know, we'll see how it looks at the end. But this is looking pretty good. And the reason I went with this whole kind of style of, you know, medieval Japan is because I am not well versed in it. Like I'm quite good with the whole medieval Europe deal, because that's quite easy to do really. Just kind of build a little hut, doesn't really need much going for it. Whereas this, they tend to be larger and quite unique really. I've got, like, at least from my experience playing Ghost of Tsushima, they tend to just not be very secure in terms of doors. Like security was not exactly a top priority for them back then, for some reason. Even though I imagine there were quite a lot of bandits knocking about, so I don't know why they did that. But yeah, talking about now, I do that a lot. Yeah. Wow, I've just gone completely blank. That's great. That's fantastic. Magical. But anyway, wait, yeah, I'm having to do this whole thing. Placing them one by one. This is a scam. anyway, yes, unique building style, I think that's what I was talking about. There's a lot of, I have done a bit of research, so I know what I'm doing, kind of. Not super well. There's probably going to be quite a few issues here and there, but oh well, living and learning that. But yeah, at the moment, I guess this would probably be your classic house with maybe a small family living there. I don't even know if this would house a family. It's quite small. Well, it's not quite small, it's like, I don't know, for a farming village this is quite a sizable house really. It's like, just, I don't know, it's probably enough for a couple of rooms, decent sized rooms. But yeah, some houses, as I noticed when I was doing my research, they've got like these, it's kind of like a cone roof a bit, but then it turns into your classic whole like triangular roof. It's quite wacky, and I don't know, I think it looks quite cool. So that's what we're going with on our first house in the village. I think that's what I was talking about, wasn't it? Like time periods and stuff, when I forgot what I was talking about. I don't know. And now, if that is what I was talking about, I've now remembered the topic and forgotten everything I was going to talk about it, say about it, and yeah, that's not a great thing to do, just forgetting everything. This is looking alright. So yeah, I guess that's the basic rundown of things, of what's going on, what this whole shebang is about. Just a good old build session really. Big fat build session. And I don't know if I should do the whole voice thing for these streams, because I feel like I'm not going to have enough to talk about for like a whole hour, I guess it would be. I mean, I could probably do something, you know, maybe beforehand think of topics to talk about, you know, that kind of stuff. That could work, because then there's always something going on to just speak about, apart from when you don't know what to talk about, like right now, like me most of the time, pretty much me always. Yeah, we'll do that. This will be quicker with blocks actually. That looks a slightly different shade with doing blocks all around. Yeah, I chose this location in particular because it's like, I'll show you when I'm done with this flooring and some of the other stuff. I should probably add some windows. But I chose this location in particular because it looks quite good, really. Like, you just kind of fly around and this is quite the interesting landscape. It's got like some nice river space over there. Well, not a river, more of an ocean really. It's got this crazy thing over here, like a huge chasm and a massive mountain hill plateau, a mine shaft in there. Yeah, I have like mildly altered the terrain, not much though. I've kind of just smoothed off some edges around the surrounding area. I did this as well. This looks quite good. I was thinking maybe chuck some bridges about, could spice things up a bit. There's also this weird little hole that I found, and I just put like some mud around. But yeah, windows next. also, I thought of something else to say just now, and I forgot. That's it. I've remembered. I remember. I do big member berry. Yes. I did test like over there in the distance somewhere. I built houses quite similar to this in order to test whether this would even work really. Because I was like, okay, I don't want to start up a stream of a whole thing with plans, like big fat plans, and then end up being terrible at actually doing the construction, because you know, buildings tend to, their purpose tend, other than their actual purpose, it's nice to have them look good. So yeah, I wanted to make sure these would look at least decent, and I think they're coming out quite well really. So yeah, that's that. Now for the windows, I don't really know what to do with the windows. I could do like, there's all sorts of things I could do. Can't see out that, so that's not great, but they usually have them as like sliding doors, so I could do that, I guess. Rather than a sliding door, I guess I could just have it. Actually, I could just have it like this. And does that look good? It's good enough. It looks alright. Adds a bit of, I don't know, wackiness, a bit of jazz to the whole place. I think the big thing in the build is always the details. That's always what you want. That's always what really brings it up from like decent to really good. It's always the details. What's that saying? The devil's in the details. I think that's it. That basically. I think we could do some of these like different types, I guess. You go like this. That would be better if it was there really. That makes more sense. So I've got like this little wacky window. I don't think they had them around, but oh well. Actually, I was thinking maybe just fill this. I don't know. I could fill it in, or I could do that. I think I do want it dark oak because it stands out a tad more. And I don't know. You know what? I might just use both. I'll have, yeah, whatever. I'll just keep it like that. There's not really much of a view here, so I guess the more view obstructing one would go there, and this one would go here. Then we can look out at the lovely landscape that is that large rock and some water and grass, a couple of trees, it's a little island there. This is coming quite well. I'm pleased with this. I was also, when I was over there beforehand, testing out if I'm actually good at games, I was doing this kind of thing. I found out that looks quite good really. You know, it adds a bit more depth to the build. It's good stuff. I don't know what, yeah, I don't know what the overarching, I don't know. Either one of them. But I don't know what the overall plan for this is going to be. I mean, we've got our little household here, and I don't know where this is going to stop really. Let's just, I think some of the houses that are around have like this kind of thing going on. I'm pretty sure a couple of them had it in Ghost of Tsushima when I was playing that. That looks quite good. I like that. Nice little house going. This is quite a conundrum. More of a question really. Should I do interiors? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking yes. How's that look? Yeah, that looks alright. They usually have their beds like on the floor, so maybe I could do like separate this into rooms. Leave that because that kind of looks cool. And then we can actually make use of the birch door. Slam that like there. Now, let's replace this with some planks instead. And then could wall off this segment. I don't know. Actually, you know what? We'll leave it. We'll split the whole building in two. We'll have like this be, I don't know, the living room, I guess. This can be a little sleepy bit where you can just hang out in bed or whatever. We'll have 2 people in here. 2 people with beds at least. Maybe there's some people that just don't have beds. That's a sad life. Yeah, we'll just whack some things in here, I guess. Kitchen would be good. Give them a smoker. We'll give them a smoker instead of an addiction to smoking. I'd much rather have the ability to cook food than the ability to cough my lungs up. Although that would be quite the party trick. Now what would really go in a Japanese front room? I don't know. Not in, I don't even know what would go in a modern Japanese front room, let alone a 1800s one. I'm just gonna put a carpet in. You know, maybe a little, some kind of idol, you know, a god or something. An axolotl would be great, but they would move, they would just leave the area. Oh, that could work, I guess, for now, until I maybe think of something better, if there is something better. I kind of like to be able to walk about here, or get up and down here, but seems that's not happening. I could remove this, but kind of prefer that being there than not being there. Anyway, house number 1 complete. I should probably remove this because I put this here as like a little outline. We'll get rid of that. And then move on with our life. Perfecto. Right. Now, step 2. This is supposedly a farming village. You know what a farming village needs, other than people? You got it right, maybe, I don't know. There's no comments yet. But I'll assume you got it right, because I'm nice and forgiving. Farms. That's what we need. That's what a farming village needs. They need farms. Now, they also usually need path. Can't speak. I need path. Dirt. There you go. I'll just call it dirt from now on. They need dirt. I'll probably chuck in some kind of detail to this. Some little button stones, I guess. Maybe some cobblestone blocks. And yeah, this is our path. Our trashy little path. Dirt. Oh, I don't like that. And the words that end with a TH, and then just slapping an S on them. It's so much effort to say. It's like, I was thinking of another example and was about to say Frenches, but that doesn't make sense, and also has an E before the S, so that doesn't make that makes even less sense. Anyway, so here you don't want to have to walk along through this little, I don't know, dung heap. It's not even a dung heap, it's just kind of muddy from the water. But so, because you wouldn't want to walk through that, so we're going to go ahead and implement a nice little bridge for the town folk, or the village folk as they are now. They don't actually exist yet. We could slap in a villager. You know what, let's bring in a little geezer. He can have some fun around here. Well, I wasn't expecting a child. Let's give you some parental guardian. There we go. We've got the butcher and their son or daughter, I don't know. Villagers just generally give off a more male vibe, I guess. You don't typically see that many bald females. Yeah, I got rid of him because he was a surplus population. We only have 2 beds. Also, he was a green coat. In case you didn't know, they actually can't get jobs. They're like I don't know who's bad. Or bad at life, I guess. Not really, not an evil person particularly, but just not too successful in life. I guess a mugger, really. You don't really mug people if you're not great at things. If you're alright at doing stuff, you'd probably go out and get a job, rather than just going up to some random person and being like, your wallet is now mine. There we go again, controversial with the mugging. I don't think that's controversial, really, it's just muggings. Anyway, got some stairs going down here. I did some minor planning before this whole thing. I probably, yeah, let's do this. There you go, kind of like blend it a bit. But yeah, in terms of planning, I didn't really go too far with it. All I really did was go like, okay, this is where we're having our first house, put the layout down for that. Tried build, see if I saw if I was good. No, I was alright. And yeah, that was about it. I just kind of dug that, planned stairs, and yeah, there you go. The rest of it, completely wacky and random. The child is exploring a ditch. What a great time he is having, I'm sure. Bam. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but only if they're big enough. I feel like a dirt path, it wouldn't be this straight. Like, look at that. You don't just see a dirt path go like, whoa, or like that. It's more like this kind of deal. They've got like, they're not perfect. It's a dirt path. Nobody expects a dirt path to be perfect, unless they're a very high expectation individual. That doesn't make sense. An individual with high expectations, there you go. That's what we're after. Well, it's not. You don't really want that, but It was the word I was after, so you know what I mean. I am gonna go with, I don't know. I want that out for starters. I'm not going to be placing any more people around. Let's go with a dark oak underbelly kind of thing with this bridge. And a spruce top, I guess. We'll go up like this. Well, my brain is shutting down. All kinds of things going wrong in the brain department. And actually, now that's better. I like that. I prefer this little side bit action. Right, and then we can just chuck in that, I guess. I'm guessing a lot. I'm saying that a lot. I usually don't do that. I don't know why that is. Then let's put up some lighting. You do always need... Actually, yeah, I didn't put lights in here. Let's see what it's like at night. Probably very, yes, very, very dark. That's not what you want. Let's put a light lantern there. Let's just stick one. No, let's just put it in the corner. And then one there. Good stuff. Now the villager can't accidentally jump out the window. Unless they're a small child. Yeah, that should be significantly better. There we go. That looks quite nice actually. I wasn't expecting that. I'm a fan of that. Just goes to show you don't need shaders for good looking builds. So don't use that as an excuse. I bet I'm going to use that as an excuse in a later stream now, and I'm just going to seem like a proper idiot. Also, I don't know, this is not a good bridge, especially for my standards. I'll go like this. And that is like that because you can't put a different slab on the same block, which is not the greatest of things. And then let's do that. Right, okay. Now we need some kind of side barrier going on. I think we could go with this, I think. Just fill these bits in. There you go, add a bit more depth to the build. Looks a bit more secure as well really, because it's got like bracing, I guess. And then let's have a little, yeah, I don't know. This could look alright if I just put this here. So, doesn't look amazing. I'm sure we can do better than that. Also, we should probably get this bracing over here. And we will just do a little bit of that. There we go. Good stuff. Then we need it on the other side. Bridge improvements. How would this look, actually, if I just did a whole lot of this trapdoor action, just all along? Would that look alright? Because I'm picturing it in my head, and I feel like it would actually kind of work. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think that's good enough to keep. That's good enough to keep around, at least for a while. As I was saying, the aim is not to make things amazing. Well, I wasn't saying that. The aim is not to make things amazing in the first place, because, as I was saying, this is where I'm linking in what I was saying, this is going to be like, we're going to kind of upgrade things throughout the time period, so this bridge at some point is probably going to be cobblestone instead, and just look far better. Might even get like a full revamp or something, depending on how I feel. But yeah, let's just give it some kind of... I just had a thought. Did they even... yeah, they would have had lanterns. Like, I don't think 1850s people would have been like, what's a lantern? I don't know what a lantern is. Yeah, they probably know what a lantern is. They probably got a couple around. So let's just kind of have them knocking about. Kind of dangle them over here. That looks alright. Boom. Anyway, I said I was going to do a farm, and I've just not done a farm. How productive of me. Right, let's get on that. When I did my research, I was looking at things, and I was like, oh look, usually have like all plateau action going on. They've got like these tiny walls along here of like cobblestone, and then they have the stuff up here, up top. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna just have a whole kind of, I guess this would be like a little wall surrounding a farm compound, going under the balcony. I do like that. The balcony. That's why I positioned the house there. I thought it would be cool, and I think it is. Yeah, so we can kind of have this wall dip in the ditch a tad, not much. Now we can have it loop on over and join up with the path. I don't think that'd be too concerned with that bit. I'll probably leave that alone. Oh yeah, another aim with this. We don't really need to worry about it until later on when we're building like town level things. But I would like this to somewhat make sense. Like, you don't really... say you're in a situation, you don't build something unless you either have crazy excess resources or you need it. And that's the aim here. We're not gonna build like a tourist attraction in a 1850s town. Why would we do that? That's just silly. We're gonna put things in that make sense. We're not going to put Stay Puft Man in the Japanese farming village, because this is not his place. This is not his habitat. This is not the Stay Puft habitat. This is the Japanese habitat, I guess. Is that... I don't know. Is that really a thing? Japanese habitat just sounds like a strange thing, really. I've never heard anyone say that, and it sounds very weird. Anyway. Yeah, in case you thought I'm bad at building, and I was just placing this around, no, I'm not. You're wrong, and I'm right. Because I am going to detail this now. Who knows, I might even add in some of the good old mossy cobble. So yeah, we're getting this done. As with everything else here, this is probably going to look better in the later stages, because kind of a village right now, I imagine they don't care about their pebbles looking nice. They would much rather care about getting food and surviving and not keeling over and dying. Yeah, it tends to be the main objective in life is not die, because otherwise you are no longer a part of life, you are a part of death. There you go, philosophical times. Right, anyway, we're getting on with this. We're almost done, well, I'm almost done. You're just kind of watching, not really. I mean, I'm here. I signed up for this. I didn't sign up for it, I just started it. I just started doing things. Don't sign up for things, just do them in your own time. That looks alright. You know what, yeah, let's rock up with some of that mossy cobble. Don't want to overload it too much. Just adding a bit. Probably quite a bit under the bridge, you know, no one really looks after the under the bridge area. Like, who cares about the under the bridge bit other than the little goblin man that might live here? That reminded me actually, Japanese culture has like a lot of demons. Kind of like, I'm pretty sure there's one who just rocks up in your house and starts doing a belly dance to make you happy. I don't know his name, because I saw this like ages ago, maybe a year. But that's just, it's quite wacky. Especially considering, like, that wouldn't even be considered a demon in most religions. It's just kind of like, that'd probably be considered a mentally ill person. Really. Like anywhere else. Or some possessed man. Yeah. Possessed belly dance demon. That's what we've gotten onto here. On the Unga Bunga Variety channel. I forgot I even called it that. For a second. It's like my whole staple thing. Got like a wacky name with various things. I came up with that name in like 5 seconds, by the way. Probably should have put a bit more thought into it, but I can change it whenever I want. I don't really plan on it, it's kind of stuck to me now. I like it. Simple, it gets the point across. So Unga Bunga, you can tell I'm not a serious person if you see Unga Bunga in the name. And Variety Channel just kind of tells you what content there is. It's like, oh look, it's a variety channel. There's various things. You know, just it does what it needs to. It says what it is. You know, you can't just rock up here and be like, oh, I'm so angry that you're not a serious person. Oh, like, what did you expect? I'm called Unga Bunga. Like, chill out. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of anyways here. I'm going on all kinds of tangents. So, probably, you know, think a bit logically about these things. To be honest, I am impressed with myself right now. I say as I pull out a wooden hoe and farmland. You know what? It'll be quicker just doing a sow. I forgot what it's called. Is it sowing? It might just be called hoeing. Although that sounds quite funny, really. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just hoeing. I've forgotten what I was talking about again. A common trend with me. Right, well anyway, we're there I go again. Anyway, that is me. Maybe I should just call the channel Anyway. Maybe that should be the name. No, I like Unga Bunga too much. It's here to stay. At least for a while, unless I become like some huge mega YouTuber, which I highly doubt. I mean, like, this was kind of just started as a side hobby, really. Never really... I don't know. I'm not really expecting to go far with this, but it sure would be nice to just have this going and have people be like, wow, that's some good stuff you got there. You know, just like, oh, cheers mate, appreciate it. Oh, spooky cave noise. Haven't heard one of them in a long time. This is a weirder one. Yeah, let's go with this. Yeah, it's like a proper messy farm. I think over here, we're gonna have it like going this way over here. And just do this kind of deal. Have this going on. Yeah. Hoeing, that was it. That's what I was talking about. Hoeing being, or was it? Or was that what got me off topic in the first place? I'm losing my mind. I don't usually do that much. My thoughts on it is that I'm fairly new to the whole. Oh my god, the baby grew up. But I'm fairly new to the whole streaming shebang. So I guess just talking for these prolonged periods of time with no reply kind of just gets me on tangents, and then I forget what I was initially talking about in the first place. And yeah, that's the summary right there. Now let's see, I was talking about how like, oh, I'm not expecting this to go huge or anything. There you go. I probably sound like I don't know, a proper goon at the moment. Just kind of, I imagine from your position, you are intaking some of the things that I'm saying, and then being like, what are you on about? You just said that like 2 seconds ago. Why are you saying it again? But you know, that's just how it is. Right, well, we're finishing up on this part of the farm, which is good. Actually, there's all kinds of things to do around here. I'm liking the looks of this so far. It looks like what I'm going for. So we're getting this all finished and done. And then I did forget, actually. Why did you just lose your job? Useless. But yeah, what I was gonna do before I forgot, and then ended up building a farm like a while back. I was gonna put some plants around. At least that's what I should do, because detail. And linking back to what I said earlier, again, the devil's in the details. So anyway, yeah, plant time. Plants and seeds. Well, they're both plants, but one of them's useful and one of them's detail. I know if they kind of grow a lot of rice and whatever in Japan, but Minecraft does not have rice, unfortunately. So yeah, we're putting up with potatoes, carrots and beetroot. So that's, I mean, they've got a varied diet. That's 3 whole plants for them. I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Right. There we go. Let's just put potatoes here. Oh yeah, if I put a little composter down, these people will actually do the jobs that they're supposed to. Where should I put it? Let's just slam it right there. You know, maybe we'll find a better place later for it. Yeah, let's move on to carrots now. I feel like I've already said this, but I'm impressed I've managed to be talking this long without like huge gaps of just nothing. I feel like I've kept this stream fairly active. I don't even know how long I've been going for. Probably an hour. I don't know, it feels like an hour, maybe more. But anyway, that is done. Now it's time for some detail plants rather than eating plants. Should we rock out the azalea or keep it oak? You know what, why don't we do both? We're just that varied here. We have that much variety on the Unga Bunga Variety channel that we just do everything. We do all of the wacky things. That's our thing here. Bamboo, of course, because Japan. And then I like doing this little thing where I've got sugarcane here. You can't put sugarcane there. But watch this plot twist. You never saw this one coming, did you? Bam. I bet your mind has been blown at my extreme intelligence. Also, you might be like, oh, why did you just pull out string? What's the point? Bam. Now that won't grow above what it is right now because there's string in the way. And you can't really see it from a distance. You know, useful building tips here. Live and learn with me. That's weird. That was a weird thing to say. Anyway, let's just chuck over some bamboo here. Don't even need the bone meal because it's just, I can just place it on top of itself. But oh well, we're gonna bamboo it anyway. Not bamboo it, we're gonna bone meal it. I'm a fool. Yeah, it looks alright. I'll keep the outer ones a bit shorter. And then these ones here, you know, it kind of gets more dense as you go in. And it like rises up, I guess. I don't know why I did a whole hand action for that. You can't even see that. But just know, I did it. I did a whole hand thing. And you can't even see it. Oof on that trapdoor wall. That's the thing about that. It's not the most ideal thing to be doing on like a multiplayer server where you got like some random geezer who thinks he's a proper funny little goon and just goes up to your house and it's like, watch this, and then just runs off. Like, what was that laugh even? Like, just get out of here, man. Don't be messing up the builds. It's just uncalled for. Got bees here. You know, let's give the bees some stuff. There you go. Got like a whole nature section going on over here. That looks alright. Let's actually use these leaves, make some bushes and that. Bam. Good stuff. I feel like we're making good progress here. You know, like one stream in and we got like a whole, we got this all going on. This looks very nice actually, if I do say so myself. Right, let's do that. Are there actually any bees in there? I guess we'll find out. Nope. Unless I just ended their whole life, their whole career. There we go, let's actually get some bees. What a lively little place this is. This is some good progress. I'm gonna check how long this stream's actually been going. Because if it's been going for too long, well not too long, but you can never really go too long with a stream. You know, especially if it's like one of them super crazy, I'm doing this whole stream for a month streams. I guess those could go too long because what if you go over that month? You're no longer doing it for a month. Anyway, time to actually check up on the thing. Hello. Work with me here. 53 minutes, that's not bad. You know, we can do better. Well, I don't know what to do. This is why planning is useful. Right. Bam, that. We can do that. We will add some bamboo and things going on down there. Actually, we could shake up the coastline a bit. Also, I do intend to build a house here. But I think we'll save that for next time, because I do need things to do next time as well. You know what, let's also shake up the little hole. Bam, we got a wacky drip leaf action going on down here now. And then we can just add some leaves around. Can I not place? I can, it just won't bone meal on it, that's weird. Okay, bam, there we go. Got a hole. Look at that little secret hole. A whole secret hole. Right, now, coastline detail. I don't know. You know what, I'll just do this bit over here first. I think it would be cool to have like a wall of bamboo, I guess, going along with this. That could be cool. We are getting all kinds of greenery action here. I want this. Yeah, I think these should be taller than the other ones. I want these to have some height to them. You know, be a bit more. Actually, not too high. Don't want to go too high because that blocks the view otherwise. Maybe with a couple of them we can go like super high. I guess one's in line with that, I guess, so you can be big. You're a bit fat and in the way, so you can stay down. Why are you like 3 tall but thin? Is that normal? I thought they got fatter when they were that tall. Apparently not. Alright, anyway. Let's do our little string trick to avoid surplus population of bamboo. We do not want that. It's too much. Controlled growth. Does that look good? Yeah, that's alright. You still have like a huge view over here, and this one kind of looks a bit more nature-y, I guess. And then chuck in some leaves here. Little bush action. And there we go. Also some grass. Boom. We're looking quite good over here. Wow. When I first started this, I was not expecting the outcome to be this good. Like, it's just one house, yet it's very effective with the whole. Like, it's mainly the area around the house. Like, the house it's the main focus point of the build, but then you're looking at that and everything around it catches your eye as well, especially this because it's very large, and like it's got lines, it's got blue lines and green stuff, and it's crazy. It's just an eye-catching build, I guess. I'd say it's one of my better ones throughout my Minecraft career. By the way, in the title it says Minceraft. Don't worry about that. I'm no imbecile. That was intentional. I intentionally said Minceraft. And if you don't get the reference, you don't play enough. So play more. And if you do get the reference, good on you. But that is going to be the end of today. We will return to Japan at some point. Probably, maybe next week. Actually, it's Sunday today, definitely next week. I don't know. I'll see what's going on with my whole life schedule. Got more Jack 2 coming out next week as well. If you're on that, expect that. Have fun with that. Yeah. But that is today's whole stream. Hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. I'm impressed. We made good progress. That's the end. Bye. See you later. I'm